Scarlet blaze. Heroic bloodlines. Through a new pact with the Leicester Alliance, Edelgard can direct her might at the kingdom, and though it comes at no small price, her forces steadily gain the upper hand. But the kingdom does not stand idly by. Dmitri rallies the Western lords, led by House Dominic, blood of one of the 10 elites, in a last-ditch effort to forestall the Empire.
No, brother. Anything but that. You cannot force the relic onto Annette.
Calm yourself. I've merely bade her wield it, not sent her rushing off into the teeth of the enemy.
It's all right, Father. I know I'm the only one who can do this. Just seeing the crest of Dominic and our hero's relic is going to improve everyone's morale.
It shames me to thrust this task on you, when it should have fallen to that craven son of mine.
Yes, I doubt we can expect Simon to return and wield the relic, considering how quickly he abandoned us.
It seems I raised him poorly, yes. I should have taught him how our house managed to survive this long without starving or freezing.
Don't look so sad, Uncle. I'll gladly carry the burden until Simon returns.
But Annette...
Enough, Father. Stop worrying. After all, this is nothing compared to what the soldiers are going through at the front. So many people are fighting and dying out there. Some of them my good friends. I'm not going to cower in safety while they struggle. Especially when I'm in the best position to help.
Forgive me, Annette.
If you sense any danger at all, child, promise me that you'll run. I couldn't bear to lose you.
I know, Father. So let's just all do the best we can to keep our land safe.
The nearer we get to Blythe territory, the more resistance we're likely to face. The lords surrounding the capital are the most loyal to the crown.
We have Geraint, Enid, Brennius, and Belinus. There is no telling whether these houses will choose subjection or destruction. Regardless, we cannot simply ignore them as we attempt to march on the capital. We must seize control of each of their lands and establish footholds before continuing on.
The Alliance is still doing everything we expected of them. There are no changes on that front. So as long as we continue tightening the vice around the kingdom, we're certain to fulfill your Majesty's goals.
Glad to hear it about the Alliance.
Does this mean the war will be over soon? I feel some actual motivation coming on.
Well, in that case...
Nope, never mind, motivation gone.
That was a close one, Bernadetta. You almost got yourself assigned to the front lines. As for me, you know what to do. Just put me right at the front and let me start wrecking stuff.
We shall see who does more wrecking of stuff, Caspar. I will not be letting you outshine me. Watch as I am bringing glory to Bridget and the Empire on the battlefield.
I wonder if I'll find someone worth marrying before this war is over.
Enough! It's easy to let your guard down when the end is in sight, and we can't fall victim to that. Stay disciplined, and together we will take Fodlan's future in hand.
Don't worry, Edelgard. We're ready to get this done.
That goes doubly so for me. I must ready myself for the final clash that looms in the coming days.
Right then. Let's start by taking care of the enemy in front of us.
I have the most brilliant idea.
What do you think of this?
I have an idea. This tactic could work.
Shall we?
Hubert, what do you make of the Ashen Demon?
Aside from having proven to be both impossibly powerful and a constant thorn in our side, though we paid dearly for it, the nuisance's father died by our hand. I imagine the brat is unlikely to be tickled about that.
Indeed. If only we'd won the demon over to our side when we had the chance.
Why do you bring this up, Your Majesty? Is there something on your mind?
I'm not entirely sure myself. My apologies, Hubert. Pay me no mind. Like as not, I am overthinking the situation.
Surely you realize that telling me to pay this no mind only gives me greater cause for concern?
I didn't mean to worry you. I'm simply having trouble putting this feeling into words. I just felt... I don't know. As if something was drawing me to the Ashen Demon. I wonder, could it be the influence of my crest?
Your crest? Now I am truly becoming concerned.
Forget it. Whatever it means, we'll never know. We'll meet the demon in battle, and let this mystery die there.
As you wish, Your Majesty. So long as you realize I will be taking the liberty to investigate this most thoroughly.
I thought you might say as much. Do as you must. Honestly, Hubert, you never change, do you? When I emerged from beneath the palace all those years ago, you acted as though nothing had happened. Do not worry, you said. I took the liberty to investigate while you were indisposed.
For the record, my blood was boiling. However, as there were others present, I kept still my tongue. I could not risk showing my anger, lest they find a way to turn it against you. My role to play is the cold, crafty, unreadable servant. I am happy with the casting. So let us leave it at that.
I'm certain you are. But just once I'd like to see our roles reversed.
Your Majesty, you cannot possibly be serious.
Not in the slightest. I'm well aware I am not cut out for the kind of work you do.
Nonsense. There is nothing beyond your capability. That said, I prefer you best when you are the one in charge. Command me as you see fit. No matter how daunting or impossible the task may be, I will come through every time without fail.
Thank you, Hubert. It's good to know that I can always rely on you.
Hubert, have you learned anything about my father's whereabouts?
Nothing. We've not the faintest idea what he is up to. If we are lucky, he will be naught but a corpse by the wayside. I know that sounds cruel, but frankly, his death would do us a great service.
You remain as blunt as the blacksmith's anvil. Still, I cannot deny the truth of what you say. I still think it for the best if he is taken into custody and given a fair trial under Imperial law. And yet, at times, a different thought manages to creep in around the edges of my mind. There is a part of me, a very small part, granted, that hopes he has found a quiet life for himself somewhere out of the way.
The man can strive for a bucolic life all he wants, but he will never have it. Adrastia looks to be at peace, but beneath the surface, many disagree with the Emperor's ways. Make no mistake. These dissidents will seek out your father and prop him up as their leader.
Yes, I suppose he will never stop being the former Prime Minister and a symbol of the old regime. But to frame it as you do...
I am right, and you know it. Make your peace with it. Once a man strays from the path, there is no guiding him back.
I disagree. I believe we all deserve a second chance. In any case, if you find out anything about my father, be sure to inform me.
I almost wish they did prop the man up. Because perhaps then... But no. Either way, it seems I will have to start taking more serious precautions. I only hope he can settle things with his father in one manner or the other. Just as I did.
Our recent battles have won nearly all of the kingdom's central and western lords to our side. Those who chose not to bend the knee are making their last stand in that castle.
They are weary men unable to keep pace with the times. And now we can be rid of them all in but a single stroke. They had plenty of chances to surrender and chose not to avail themselves thus. Show no mercy. If they wish to cling to the past, let them die in its embrace.
I wish they'd consider all the poor souls they're forcing to perish along with them.
Sure, but I fully understand why they'd want to hole up in a castle. That's my go-to move.
They're beneath a siege, not holed up. The difference is unequivocal.
Sorry, what?
Unequivocal. It is a new word I have been learning. Its meaning is clear and unambiguous, yes?
Again, what? Look, the way I see it, we just need to bust through the gates and pummel the stuffing out of them.
It unfortunately is not that simple. Most of the kingdom's castles are specifically designed to withstand a siege. Our only option is to chip away at them slowly from the surrounding forts.
I agree there is no place for mercy on the battlefield. If the enemy desires a fight, we will rend them asunder and leave their bones on the midden heap.
We need to move carefully. A cornered foe is capable of anything.
I vote we play it safe. We didn't come all this way just to die so close to our goal.
That's right. There's no need to rush when victory is all but assured. It's time. All units to positions. Prepare to attack. As we thought, they've made Baron Dominic their figurehead because of his blood ties to the 10 elites. But frankly, his lineage is of no concern to me. Your orders are to breach the castle, find him, and cut him down.
We will begin by eliminating the troops outside the castle. Split up and take control of those strongholds.
Breathe. My turn? Yes. That thinned the castle perimeter nicely. Now we must find a way to...
I'll take point.
Help! It's a bloodbath out here! Let us in, we beg you!
Begin. I am advancing.
I can't leave those people out there to die.
Open the gates!
Yes. Throw the gates wide. Let that bleeding heart get the best of you. Take care not to forge too far ahead now. It would be disastrous if the enemy were to seize our main base.
No one will ravage these lands while I still draw breath. I will lay the lot of you low. That is all the fight I have left in me. I pray it was enough, my brother.
Our preparations are complete. Begin the counterattack at once. So, the enemy still has warriors with spirit, do they? Good. Let us give them a fight to remember.
They have both of our slings. Split up and eliminate them before they cause any real trouble.
Is everything prepared? All of our hopes rest on this strategy. I'm not a...
The enemy is targeting us with their ballistae, Your Majesty. We must respond.
need to eliminate the other ballista before this thing really gets out of hand.
Watch and learn.
It always ends this way for villains who try to harm Your Majesty.
Still in the fight.
Stand back!
Bring it down!
The day has come to repay the debt my lineage owes the royal family. And should the cost be my life, so be it.
My strength, please. The rest is in your hands.
I never wanted this bloodshed, but now there is no stopping it.
Leave it to me.
We've underestimated our foes. Send word to Duke Eva and Count Karen and have them send reinforcements.
Slay those messengers. My turn? We cannot permit them to summon reinforcements.
Show yourself, Baron Dominic. Surrender, and I will spare your life.
My life means nothing if I must spend the rest of it facing my people in shame. I will not abandon them in their time of need.
I'll take point.
I will not suffer you to lay a hand on my brother.
Deploy the reserves. Don't let those messengers slip through.
Well, I'm certainly glad we won't have to deal with those reinforcements.
According to our intelligence, there's a secret passage in the area that can help us gain the upper hand. Excellent. This should catch the enemy off guard. Now, let us see where it leads.
I knew someone would reveal that passage. Well, this is as far as you go.
No, not yet!
I'm not afraid to fight. I'm doing this for all the people I care about.
She needs a hero's relic. If we strip her of it, it could serve us well in the future.
I told you not to put yourself in danger, Annette. Annette, no! Look what they've done to you!
You came for me, Father? I'm so happy.
I'll never let you come to harm again. Here, this way. We must hurry to safety. Uncharitable. Forgive me, Your Majesty. May your reign be long and glorious.
Alas, poor Gustav. And now I, too, go to battle for the last time. Though our fates may be sealed, we will fight to the very last.
Such pointless resistance. Seize the remaining strongholds, and let us nip this problem in the bud once and for all.
Seize every last enemy position, with no resistance.
For my house and my liege.
It's just Baron Dominic left to deal with. Let's end this thing and go home already.
You'll have to do better than that to best a warrior of Fargus.
Well fought, everyone. This will deal a crushing blow to the kingdom. Our campaign is not over, but for now, we celebrate.
And so I reach my end. Pray forgive me my weakness, your majesty. Live, my little niece, for the both of us.
They deified him for being the descendant of a hero. And in return, he got a life he could never control, and a death he could never ordain.
Yet surely the man was happy to die for his people. He must have felt as though he had fulfilled his set purpose in life.
That notion alone should tell you how warped the world has become. Still, right and wrong are spoils to be handed out by the victor of this war.
Well said, Your Majesty. We must prevail if we are to change the world. This war is only the first step.
I get it now.
I beg your pardon.
Everything's finally clicked for me. I understand what we're really up against here.
Oh?
I told you before, I don't always get where you're coming from. Still, you trusted me, and that was enough. But what you said just then, it made me realize we're not fighting the church or the kingdom. I mean, we are, of course, but what we're really up against is the world itself. And even if we win, there's no guarantee we'll leave Fodlan better than we found it. All we can do is try our best and hope it works out. Pretty hard to wrap your brain around, honestly. I can't even begin to fathom how you can grapple with something that heavy.
Once again, you managed to find a most surprising nugget of philosophy.
I knew you'd understand, even if I can't point to the reason why I felt that way. But I'm glad to hear you say it. Thank you. Imperial soldiers, the lands of Brynnius now belong to us. As you know, Brynnius shares a border with Blaidd territory. The enemy's stronghold of Ferdiad is but a stone's throw away. At long last, we approach the final push of this campaign. Stay vigilant, but be not afraid. We shall wield our weapons as one, claim our victory, and unite all of Fodlan under our flag!
Blaidd land at last. The kingdom will be more desperate than ever now.
As they should be. We have stripped away nearly half of their territory at this point. But we still have the remaining houses to contend with. Cairn, Galatea, Fraldarius, and Gautier are all unshakably faithful to the crown. They would tear us to pieces had they the chance. Certainly not my idea of a fun afternoon.
Still, we have no choice but to face them unless they decide to stop harboring the Archbishop.
Do you think that's even a possibility? The people of the kingdom are quite devout after all.
I highly doubt it. So let them huddle together like the cornered rats they are and...
Huh? What's going on?
Urgent news, my lord. Massive revolts have broken out in Hrim and Ordelia territory.
What? Did you say Hrim?
Where's Hrim again?
The eastern edge of the Empire, north of Ire, along the Aramid River. And Ordelia land is across the bank in Alliance territory. It's also where Lysithea is from. And as far as I know, her parents are still there.
Unrest in both the Empire and the Alliance? This can't be a coincidence.
So, those who slither in the dark have finally made their move.
This is it. This is our chance to figure out who or what those people really are.